gets flat if you spot the heat around the corner.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, happy
Welcome
4th,
back.
Independence Day, whatever you call it.
Smoking.
A day off.
Man, feel like a day.
You
I feel
know,
like they go by fast too.
well, I hate for the
But
people working healthcare in the other places where they have to work today. I
yeah,
really feel bad for you guys.
yeah, career choice. You understand? Hospital never closes, always
Yeah,
open, 24/7.
yeah.
They don't even
Most of the
care if it's
time,
snow.
yeah.
If it's still got to be there.
The
Show
work
some.
don't stop, so hopefully your pay doesn't stop.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching. And while we talking about the medical side of the game, seen this, man. You still want that Ozempic? Said according to New York Post, Ozempic can cause ED.
I mean,
And the guy said, "I'm a
everything calls
shit."
ED nowadays.
What? Unless you ain't a cyborg, 'cause I don't know what causes ED. I don't know,
I
man.
mean, old age, frequent urination, you drinking too many cokes, diabetes, where it's
Oh
Ozempic
yeah,
is trying to cure it causes ED, high blood pressure, another side effect of being fat causes ED, high cholesterol causes ED. If Ozempic get rid of your weight, you know what I mean. Maybe you can start when it clears your system, you can get it up again. You know,
what
but
if you
my
can't
doctor
do that,
says it's a
man?
miracle drug. I mean, ain't nothing else can get you unfat.
I've never heard of a drug that don't have the side effects though. It's
Oh
always
no,
some kind of side effect.
nothing.
Yeah,
McDonald's got side effects. Burger King got side effects. And when you look at McDonald's, it says over 90 billion sold when you drive by. So
and then on another note, this is real random. I had to go get a fuse for my lawnmower, bro. Went to O'Reilly on baseline. Guess who I saw, bro? It's crazy.
what's
JT
it?
or Jermaine Taylor was in there, man, getting a battery,
Oh
bro.
man, shout out.
Hey, dude had the towel on. Hey, dude still like he can give you a three-piece, man. That's all I'm
Three
saying.
piece,
If
extra piece.
anybody see JT, tell him we said what's up, man. Come on the podcast, man. Tell us about that boxer life. Hey, man, he
What?
still he still look good. He ain't out of shape or nothing. He still
Yeah.
got it, man. Yeah,
So I mean, that's
but
like when you do stuff like that, play sports
yeah,
in high school or even
yeah,
make it to the professional level. That foundation of working
yeah,
out does so much for your body, for your health, for your
yeah,
longevity. You can tell, you know what I mean, who people who just sat on the couch
yeah,
in
for
their
sure.
teenage years as a kid that translate into when they're adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I show love. Like, what's up, JT the champ? What's up, baby? Like, what's up, man? But yeah, that was what's up, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but back to Ozempic, man. The thing is, they said there's other side effects, like it make your face droop. They were showing like celebrities who've been taking it. I seen one podcast. They said they was looking like the Crypt from Tales from the Crypt. They was looking like the Crypt Keeper. That's how
Yeah, I
some people
mean,
bad. Some people
but
face look at.
that's just a common side effect for losing weight anyway, especially losing weight that rapidly.
Mm,
You look younger, fatter, but you're unhealthy, and that skin is gonna just like it sags on your belly, and you got to remove it's gonna sag on your face. I mean, because your face
mm.
gains weight when you get fat. You know what I mean? You got the McDouble face. Like my face is probably grown in size myself. You know what I mean? I got fat deposits right here. So if I'm lose weight, it's gonna be blah blah blah. You
The
gotta
thing
weigh
that
the
suck
cost.
is that when you if you don't know that you didn't know that this was one of the side effects you was taking it was time to go out there and play. He's like, oh man, I got that OED, man. I got that Ozempic, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Hopefully, that's a thing. Like you get on, you get your desired results, and you get off. You know what I mean. And hopefully that'll
Well,
clear your
you know
system.
people ain't gonna stop it though, man. I
But
mean, they gonna
why
keep doing
would
it
you keep like once you get your
because
desired
they gonna out
goal?
eat it. Because they gonna out eat it. It don't stop their diet. It just lose the weight, but it can't
No,
make you
I
stop
mean,
eating.
yeah, exactly. So like when you lose this, I heard you when you're on it, you really lose the desire to eat. And I
Really?
guess when you're off of it, that desire and those habits are gonna come back. But if you're on it
Oh
90
man.
days, you know what I mean? Your stomach gets smaller, and you
So is
get
desire,
healthier
is it
habits.
mental? Is it chemical? Or is it mental?
Uh, it,
Desire?
Chemicals, hormones control your urge to eat.
Really?
It wipes out those hormones and those impulses to do that. It's like sugar and
I don't know
insulin
about that.
levels. Your insulin levels tell you when
Like
you.
if
I
you,
mean, don't quote
I
me.
was watching
Uh,
Lavelle Crawford. He said, yeah, Shannon, I can eat a whole box of Twinkies. Is that chemical? Is that hormonal? Or is that mental? It's like if you just do that for so
the,
long, it's kind of like working out. It's kind of like part of your reflex, I guess. You know what I'm
so
saying?
people, I say working out is chemical like you ever had runners high, like endorphins kicking in your brain, that
Yeah.
makes you have a feeling of euphoria when you're exercising. So that's a chemical as well. It's a chemical imbalance. It's telling you to overeat. It's basically triggering you to tell you you're hungry. It's telling you you're hungry. You're hungry.
But
You're
when you're
hungry.
overeating, you're not hungry. You're saying it's
No, no,
good. It's good. It's
no.
good. You're not hungry. It's good. It's good. It's good. And you just
It's
keep
your
eating it.
see, like outside looking in, with people.
Well, I mean, we all overeat before. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no,
Everybody
I
has.
mean, it's
Yeah.
no, it's two things. I mean, it's better. It's threefold. You know what I mean? You get it's like I watched 600 Pound Life. It's like a reward center in your brain. It makes you feel good,
Oh
like you're
man.
getting a reward when you eat. So it triggers a hormone that makes you feel good. Not only you feel good, it tastes good. Not only does it taste good, you're addicted to sugar. So
Oh
you're
man.
addicted, and your body tells you it's been 30 minutes. Eat
Yeah.
something else. You need to eat something. Eat something.
I
I
mean, it's
feel
just like
hungry. I feel
when
hungry. I mean,
when I
you
worked
get
at the
something in your
state.
brain telling you you feel hungry all the time.
When I used to work at the state, working in IT, man, it was people like that. They literally had a box of Little Debbie's in their desk right there for easy access in the drawer. And they start out eating one. You might walk by there, they eating another one. They eat another one. Like you might go through a box of those Christmas tree snacks and Little Debbie's. You might go through half of that box in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like bored because you bored. You eating. I don't
Yes,
know. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's a very
Idle
very
time.
common thing.
Um,
Especially
my
sister.
wife gonna laugh at me, but when I got laid off, when she met me, you know, I used to have the the TV right there, the chair right there, then my little snack drawer on my left side. The Welch's snacks, those are dangerous, man. Those little fruit snacks, those Welch's fruit snacks.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing to just rip one of those open and just dump it. And Oreos, man. Oreos are dangerous, man. Oh, those are dangerous,
And
man. You might
the
eat,
high like you eat something like that, it's 100 calories a pack or
man,
something like that. You have 4 packs, you know what I mean? You
man.
just eat them, and you don't feel like you've ate anything, and you still need a
It's,
meal. You eat 6 packs of
yeah.
fruit snacks, and then you still need a meal because it's lunchtime now, and you eat that. It's
And let us
impulse
know in the
control.
comments. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Can you eat one Oreo? If you get a pack of Oreo, can you just eat one? I've never seen nobody just eat one. Just get one out and eat it and be done. Usually you start with one, but you may eat about 5 or 6 of them. Easy, no problem. I know I
That's
do.
why
I
they
don't know
started selling
nobody,
those
everybody
packs with
else.
just two. And then I start eating the thin ones. I prefer the thin Oreos myself. You
Half
know
the
what I mean? I
guilt.
eat like
Half the guilt.
exactly. You know what I mean? I eat like 3 of them. You know what I mean? But that's it. You know what I mean? But like I say, not really a sugar guy. You know what I mean? I just be eating. You know what I mean? Just eating too
Yeah,
much. So
yeah. So I pick one: Jabot jeans or the Dickie suit.
man, those are staples. You know what I mean?
I
That's
think
almost a
'90s.
uniform. You know what
The
I mean?
'90s was more Dickie suit, wasn't it? The '90s was more the
Yeah,
Dickie suit, banging the Little Rock and all that, and then just Dickie suit. I guess you up north, Carhartt, if you up north, something like that. But
yeah,
throwback era was 2000 and up. Jabot jeans. Oh, I had
yeah.
plenty. I might still got some somewhere floating around. I think I was cutting grass in them not too
Right.
long ago. A couple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that speaks to the quality. If you got 20-year-old jeans, you
Yeah.
can still put on the cut grass on them in them. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean, I was always a jeans guy. I never rocked a full Dickie suit. You know what I mean? I'll put
I
on
did one time, a couple times in junior high, but yeah, not
you
too
know,
many
I'll put
times
on
though.
some Dickie shorts and match that up with something. You know what I mean? I couldn't just be fully affiliated
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? But I can always rock a good pair of jeans. But
Yeah.
not a full Dickie suit for me.
Throwback jersey and Jabot jeans. Yeah, Jabot jeans, man. Remember that everybody had a throwback. They used to try who could find the most unique throwback, man. It's just people had
Boy,
some kind of crazy stuff, man. I think somebody had Coach West throwback, man. We just oh man.
you killed the game with that one.
So I seen this clip, man, with Joy Taylor. She says that all men want her. She said she was at a party, and I guess the dude thought that she was flirting with her because she was talking to him or something. And he was like, "Let me go back over here to my girl for she think we talking." She got mad and said, "No, I'm not talking to her. I'm just talking to you. I'm not flirting with you." So here's the life lesson out of this for anybody that hears this. I'll let you answer this. In life, how long does the pretty privilege last for? A lot of times when girls think they're pretty, they can say and do anything and they get away with it because they're pretty. But from our life experience, how long do that last for? The pretty
Uh,
pass.
you got to look. I mean, I've seen older pretty women. You know what I mean? In the 60s are like gorgeous. You know what I mean? And my taste has matured. You know what I mean? As I'm older, you know what I mean. Older men, they still have an audience. But
So on the
it's not the,
spectrum of
it's not the,
60-year-old
no,
and pretty, well, on the spectrum, what's that?
like you know what I mean, like I say, Pam Grier is probably still pretty woman. You know what I mean? She's a
Like
older.
mid pretty or super pretty, mid
No, I mean
pretty, super
I mean
pretty,
not
no
saying
pretty?
super pretty now. So pretty has guidelines, right? It might be a
Yeah,
weight requirement or age requirement or things like
yeah.
that. Like now your hair don't look like you used to, your face don't look like
Mm,
it used to.
mm,
It's not as symmetrical as it used to
yeah,
be. You
yeah.
lose that thing. Like some women might lose that at 32, depending on like what audience they like. If you're there a very skinny woman, fair skin, you know what I mean. And sometimes that ages doesn't age as gracefully as some of the other women. So some women, as soon as they get out of their 20s, and it's like that pretty period, they notice that goes away, or when they lose, gain a certain amount of weight, or things like that. They
Mm-hmm.
notice they don't have access to the things they once did. And
Oh
I
yeah,
worked in healthcare, and seeing that reality
oh yeah, all the
really
time.
really hit people.
Yep.
Their choices aren't as broad as they used to be. You know what I mean? They used
Oh
to have
yeah,
the
one
pick
hundred
of the
percent.
litter. You know what I mean? Every time they
Mm-hmm.
go to the cafeteria, it's somebody like basically fighting to buy your lunch. And now you just kind of go in there and it's just like, oh,
Yeah, they
I
won't even
really
get you
gotta.
condiments.
Yeah, exactly. You out again, or like,
Can I get some
I'm,
ketchup? You better get your own ketchup. I
yeah.
don't know
I
you
mean,
like that.
some women can walk around and act like their bags is too. Oh my God, this is too heavy. Oh, you know what I mean? And 3 to 4 men
Mm.
will
Yeah.
just kind of gravitate or run to help you and things like that. But this does run out. I don't want to put an age limit on it because some women age
No, it's not.
very, very
It's
gracefully.
not an age limit, but there is a time in life where life will revoke the privilege of you being pretty. That makes sense.
Oh yeah,
For
yeah. I
guys
mean,
too. For guys too.
oh
You
yeah.
may
I mean,
be
yeah.
the king of the mountain, but life has a way of revoking that privilege. And
Yeah,
now
when
you
you
go
can't.
from being on top of the mountain, now you at the bottom with everybody else. You know what I'm
Yeah, when
saying?
you can't just, you a guy, you can't just smile and
Yeah.
flex a muscle or smell good or have a nice suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you got to actually pay that tip or actually got to
Oh
do
yeah.
these certain things. When you used to tell a joke and everybody would laugh and they're like, "Yeah, sir, get back into the back of the line." But like, you know what I mean? Like it's and I in real life, I know I'm using celebrities. What's that? Angela Bassett. Is in the gym. She's still a very attractive woman, even
Right.
though she's a little older than what she used to be. Uh, and it's sad to see sometimes like, well, she's this age. Why can't I get the same thing? Well, you don't look like she looks. And like
Well,
I
here's
can
the
say the
thing.
same thing.
You actually can. They don't want to answer the question though. You actually can. You go to the gym, put the work in. But if you
Yeah,
don't want to do that, stop complaining. You know, that's the thing. Why you complaining if you don't want to do it? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
and
As a
this,
man,
go ahead.
I'm sitting there like, why can't I get the respect that Jeff respect and privileges that Jeff Bezos get? Well, I ain't got Jeff Bezos money.
Sure don't.
I don't have Jeff Bezos
Well, I
accomplishment.
can't. Well, I can't look like the Rock.
Hey, exactly. You know what I mean?
Because
Why? You
I
know what
ain't
I mean?
taking. I'm not shooting up and in the gym. Ah, ah, ah.
I haven't lift a quarter of the amount of weights. I probably maybe
Man,
5% of the weights he lifts,
man.
the things he's done to maintain and have the things he has. So I understand why I don't have certain things.
And see, here's the thing too, right? In life, man or woman, this could be either or. DNA plays a part in this. Things you do, decision making plays a part in this. Can take it away. We've seen in real life pretty girls. You get on drugs, privilege revoked. Um, you mess around and get in the dating game. You're not committed. You have, uh, kids. Multiple kids. Depending on your DNA, privilege revoked. Some women can bounce back, some cannot. It's tough, you know what I'm saying? It's just how the life works. With dudes, you have too many kids. You know what I'm saying? While you're on top of the mountain, you think you're on top of the mountain. Your privilege is gonna be revoked. Cause you're gonna be paying so much in child support, man, you won't even be able to breathe and you probably gonna have to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? So understand, man, when you have the privilege of, I guess, being handsome or being pretty, understand that life has a way of revoking that. One day, I mean, literally, you can be pretty one day, and the next day, you can be, at the bottom of the heap. You know what I'm saying? One day
Yeah,
you ESPN top 10, the next you're on the bottom 25. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It can happen just like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and exactly. And it's just the way the people move around you. You get accustomed to it. One of my friend girls made a post about like um, girls or people be drug fiends now, and they still think they pretty. Yeah, like that was high school, that was college. You know what I mean? Now
I was
you
prom queen. Yeah, you ain't nothing but a prom fiend.
exactly. I mean, but guess what? You still feel that way because you wake up every morning, you look at your hands, and you walk around, and you still feel that prestige on
Well,
yourself.
that's the thing you
So when
feel, but
people
what
don't
is it
respond,
reality though? Yeah.
exactly. So when people don't respond to you like that, they're so confident. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? Can I get a ride? And I was like, you act kind of scared. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have no front teeth. You smell like a porta potty.
Blake,
Your
right next to
holes
Doc.
got your holes got clothes in them. I mean, your
Yeah.
clothes got holes in them. And but you still think of yourself as that
Look,
prom
man,
king
you
or
can
that prom
still
queen.
have.
And
There are
they
regular.
approach you.
Yeah.
They approach you with that
There.
confidence of a
Yeah.
prom queen or
There
king.
are regular girls though. There are regular people who not on drugs, bro. They not on drugs.
Yeah.
They don't do any of that, and they still got their privilege revoked.
Oh yeah.
They ain't
Oh no.
do
Yeah.
anything. Just DNA. I mean, just DNA took over. I guess I don't know. And get their privilege revoked. And ain't nothing you can do. I mean, you have to be able to understand. You'll understand that one day you have to be grateful for what you have, why you have it, because one day it could be gone the next. You know what I'm saying? So
But
that's
that
kind of
I
how the
mean
game go.
that's not real important. I mean it's just make things just a little bit 10%, 5% easier for some people. A free drink here and there. You
But
don't have to
people
pay to
push it
get
on
in the
social
club.
media like it is. That's what I'm saying. People
Yeah.
living out, they push it on social media like
Or
it
yeah,
is.
I
And
mean or that can
yeah,
separate you from 5 likes or
yeah.
10,000 views, just how people perceive your aesthetic, how you look on
Because
the outside.
how many girls did we hear growing up saying, I'm finna go out of town, I'm finna go to LA, I'm finna go to Atlanta, and then they went down there and realized that you can't compete. You think because you in the top in Little Rock, but when you go to Atlanta, you may be in the bottom
Yeah,
25. You
the
know what I'm
beauty
saying? You ain't at the
standard
top.
Yeah, the
You
beauty
know what I'm
standard is different in different places.
saying? Yeah,
If
man.
it's more money, the standard is going to be higher. I mean, the competition is going to be worse. And then it's like that doesn't make you. I mean, that's when the hard work comes in. That's when the character comes in. That's when the personality comes in. And this is just talking about superficial things and superficial advantages you have when you walk in a room. It won't
Yeah.
kill you. It's just some kind of times rude awakening when people you don't get that privilege. You know what I mean? It won't kill you. You know
100%.
what I mean? It just
Yeah.
evokes the ego.
Yeah. So this is our next one. The pick one. The Diamond Turf. I don't know if they call Trunners, them Roy Jones Jr. shoes.
Yeah.
Which one you getting?
I don't know, man. You know, you can just strap and go. The little trainers.
Yeah. Some people like them Dion's. Them the first Dion's, the Diamond Turf. Them the first
Yeah, yeah.
Dion's. They too bulky though, man. I think when you younger, you like them because they so bulky though, man. When you get old, I had the second version of those, but I couldn't find the first version. They sold out real fast. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the trainers though. Them trainers was cold, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, man,
Yeah.
you can't like sleek shoe, very comfortable, breathable. You know, put one strap, you're done, still tight, and you don't have those bolts on your shoes, bolts
Man.
on your feet. You know, and like playing basketball
Boy.
sometimes with the thick sole Nike. You know what I mean?
Boy, I feel like you landing on bricks, man.
Yeah.
Boy, tear your feet up. Let's say the next one. How many U.S. adults have low English literacy skills? I'm sorry, I'm acting like I got low literacy right here. Low literacy skills, and I got things learned in the inner city that are not taught in the book. When you thinking about literacy, like I know they always talking about reading and stuff, but what are some of the things that in the inner city that they don't really get? They just look at the data, but they don't understand. It's things that you learn in the inner city that a book can't really show you. I mean, you can read it all day, but being able to apply this all the time is not. It's not, I guess, applicable where you live. I guess sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
'cause,
One,
like, I know. Go ahead.
no, you're fine.
No, I was saying, what you think? What's some of the stuff that the book don't teach you? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that people
I
don't
think
get? They be looking
a
at
lot of
daily all the time.
TV is trying to bridge the gap. You know what I mean? They like every episode got to have a moral to the story. You know what I mean? Teach you like
I've been
try
doing
to
that for
teach
years,
you
though, yeah.
subliminally teach you some kind of lesson without you having to go through it. But seeing like going to school and being in the DARE program and saying stay off drugs. It's great. I mean, everybody got the T-shirt. You know what I mean? You got the wearing the T-shirt in the crack house. But when you see like somebody do hard drugs or alcohol, that's a lesson.
Yeah.
That won't go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
When you,
people who sell drugs, they say no to drugs, but when you see somebody make $1,500 in a couple hours, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't got no money, that's hard, man. Not everybody got the discipline to say, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Some people are like, you made how much, and how long it take you? Yeah, let me get on, man. You know what I'm saying?
but I mean, that's not like
Yeah.
you got to look at that. I mean, if that's
Yeah.
all it takes, ain't no discipline in the world gonna deter you from making that choice. That's just a good choice. But when you see the consequences and the whole, you have to be in that. That's a lesson you can't learn from watching TV or reading it
Right.
in a book. When you see people do that time, you visit
Yeah.
somebody in those white
Yeah.
or those orange jumpsuits, like
Yeah.
all day. You know what I mean? When you see a grown man with pigtails, that
Or
teaches you more.
they've been locked up for so long. Like, man, you got locked up. We was in high school, and you getting out now. You know what I'm saying? And you've been out of school for 15 years. Like, you've been in there for 15 years straight, man.
Man,
Even
like,
Scared Straight. You can read a book about jail, but even go to Scared Straight, but it still ain't the real jail, though. I mean, that's just kind of keep you from doing it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I never been to jail, but I'm saying being in prison, like if you had never been there, it's kind of hard to get somebody to really understand the experience fully unless you've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, because
Showering with other dudes. When you used to showering by yourself, showering with other dudes, 30 other dudes or something. Like, if you've never done that before, that's a weird, that got to be like a weird experience. But then you get so hardened to it, you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, but, you
yeah,
know?
I mean, it's okay. Being in the army is a choice. You can quit.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're in a hotel and your sheets are dirty? You know, you tell the person that gets you some new sheets. What if the staff at the front desk are being rude and disrespectful? You tell the manager. But what if you're in jail and the staff at the front desk got an attitude? You
Boy.
go back to your cell. There's nobody to
Boy.
tell. You're not a human anymore. There's no complaints. You don't have rights, and it works so much different outside to inside. There's nobody to tell. Something bad happened to you. Okay, this
Yep.
is jail. What did you expect?
Right.
And that's a crazy kind of place to be in, to put yourself in, let alone being innocent. So that's a lesson. If you ever saw that, seen people come out of that situation, that's a lesson
Yeah.
you can't read about or
Yeah.
learn in the book. If you see that, you've learned.
Even with when you go to college for or go to some kind of post education, you can learn the trade, you can learn the degree, but then how do you apply yourself into getting into the field? That's sometimes what's not taught. There's something that's like an individual skill that you got to develop on your own too. Being able to interview. You can read about an interview, but if you've never been in an interview, it's different interviewing with a stranger. And then when you want to make more money, guess what? You got to interview with 3 or 4 strangers in the room, and they all looking at you. But if you're an introvert, how do you get out of that? You know what I'm saying? How do you get out of your shell for that situation? And then I guess you can go back in, but
And
your
companies
shell. But
use that against you. You had a
oh,
bad interview.
100%.
They know you got the skills. They looking at your resume. You got the skills. You just weird.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? You just not
yeah.
good in front of people. Yeah, they gonna drive your price
Mm-hmm.
down. You know what I mean? For
Oh
that,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And then
100%.
you got to work out of that hole. But college and high school is getting better. I took classes. Teach you how to write your resume, and then do
Yeah,
mock
100%.
interviews. I was in college, do mock interviews in front of your classmates and things like that. I mean, it's not the real
Do you
thing,
think
but
they
it's
should
the
offer a
course.
class on life skills in high school or in college, like life skills?
Yeah,
Like
but
how to pay bills, like how to look up your bill, how to go to an online account, how to pay your bills, and how to understand like what a budget is and stuff like that, like life skills,
for sure, for sure. But that would be
washing
too much.
clothes, and
But that
yeah,
would be too much like right, you know what I mean? And
I know,
student
right?
debt will
Yeah,
go down and things like that. And they can't feed the big machine. Yeah, I mean, of
mm,
course, that would be perfect. I mean, you need these skills for life. You need these life skills, just like you need to read and write. You need to know how to pay bills and manage a budget and things like that. Um,
100%. That's what we're gonna end up making a center one day, teaching kids life skills before you go into your career. Because if you don't understand life skills, you'll blow the money. You would every extra money you get, it'll be always to get you to recover and keep your head above water. So it's people out here making 6 figures and they just keeping their head above water,
check the
and
check.
they ain't
I
got no
mean,
cushion. Yeah, that's
check the
crazy,
check.
but yeah, that's for real though. So pick one: the gold dookie chain or the herringbone chain, like the thick flat chain.
I'm going herringbone, you know what I mean? It's a neater look, you know what I mean? It's clean. It's a flex, but it ain't too much of a flex, so a little bit more
Depends,
subtle.
man, on how thick that mug is. Like I said, I had an uncle, man. Rest in peace to my Uncle Trav. He was the Nino Brown, the faux Nino Brown. He may have been blacker than Nino Brown, I think of, but he used to have the thick ones, bro. That thing, and be out there hooping and everything with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then see people get the ones that's fake, they kink up a lot. The ones from
Yeah.
the University Mall, them Arabians.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, get that herringbone, buddy. Get that herringbone, buddy. I give you a good deal, $20, buddy. Come on, man. I'm gonna go Dookie Chan. I'm old school. That's '80s, man. Eric B and Rakim, like the LL Cool J. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Dookie chain, the big old the Zach Morris phone. You know what I'm saying? The big and the pager with the 3-finger ring. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that get you killed though. That's why you got a real chain. They do stand out though. That Dookie chain. You better have that pistol with you because they coming to get it. 100%. This another learning lesson about understanding what you're good at. It says you can be prey to lions in the jungle, but if a lion come in the woods, the game changes. Know where your advantages are and secure the victory. You got to know where your advantages are, whether it's corporate world, whether it's life, whether it's dating, dealing with other people. What are your advantages? Like I say, some people got a sense of humor. Some people are more organized. Some people got better at structure. You got to know where you're good at. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go outside of your wheelhouse. You can learn to increase your wheelhouse, but still stay within your wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? But just think about that, bro.
Yeah, play to your own strengths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a water person, gators need to be in the water. You know what I mean? You have an advantage in the water.
100%.
Stay where your skills are. Adjust to your terrain. Be able to adjust. But you kind of notice your advantages. If you're a team player, surround yourself with other people who lack. Fill in where you lack.
Yeah.
All right. You're
It's
not a
called
good
teamwork.
talker. You get a good front man. You know what I mean? You're organized and they're not organized. You do that part of it. Get you a team. Sometimes you can't do it all yourself.
Yeah. Everybody got that Highlander in the hood. Everybody
There
got
can
that
be
Highlander.
only one.
People don't realize though, man, as most people that's successful, they have a team. Jeff Bezos has a team. Elon Musk has a team. He can't do it by yourself. You can't get to that level by yourself, you know what I'm saying? But they also know where their strengths are too. Like Elon Musk, he definitely
And
knows
you
where his strengths
see
are.
that because Jeff Bezos is the guy or the Tesla dude, Elon Musk, they're the face.
Okay.
They got a team around them.
Boy, 100%.
Mark Zuckerberg got a whole team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're the front man. Jordan had a team as well.
For sure.
But they're people, society wants to trick you.
Boy.
That you're the boss and the CEO day one. It's all you. You learned everything yourself. You didn't need a teacher. Everything you got it yourself. My circle's small. I move. I don't need nobody help. I don't ask nobody for nothing. And that's not true. That's why you're not succeeding. And that's what they're not telling you. You know what I mean? They use that.
Get caught up in them reels. So you get to scrolling at them reels. Hey, you want to be your own boss? You want to make $1 million a year? You can do it. What they don't tell you is how much all that stuff costs, number one.
You're not a millionaire yet? How many rental properties do you have? Hey, you got to think about it. Let's talk about it.
What's some of the stuff they don't talk about before we go to when they talk about rental properties? What's some of the stuff you think they don't talk about? They always talk about the good stuff. They'll never talk about the bad stuff that can happen, man.
Managing the day-to-day. Somebody's living in there every day.
Yeah.
And they do stuff every day. They use stuff every day. So maybe 7 days go by, they don't have a problem. But if they have a problem with their plumbing, their electricity, you got to manage that. Just like you got to manage your house. Like your hot water heater goes out and their electricity goes out. And they looking at you.
Yes.
The internet went off. Like, well, I just pay the Comcast bill. I don't control Comcast. And they're calling you. So you got to know how to manage that that person. That each individual tenant is a customer that you're on the line for all the time.
And then understanding what the percentages of having a client or a tenant that's actually going to take care of the house. And I think that people got to understand this. I'm just talking to people who do rental properties. If you line up 10 people that can be tenants, how many people out of the 10 are going to be tenants that you know they're going to take care of the house? They're not going to punch a hole in the wall. I don't know how people even do that, but is gonna punch a hole in the wall and man, I don't know what happened, man. It wasn't a hole in the wall before you moved in. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a freaking bomb zone, like in the house. Like I don't know what it is about rental property. So people, this is what people don't talk about. Man, I seen some crazy stuff, aftermath stuff when they get people to move out or something, and they need you to come help them clean it out. Man, it looked like it looked crazy, man. Even like
Let me
say with rental car, they say people don't take care of rental cars, man. Like people don't watch rental cars, they don't own it. They
They
ain't gonna
don't
take care
watch
of
them.
it,
They don't,
man.
get the oil change.
Yeah,
They treat a rental car like a side chick. You know what I mean? Like, you care
yeah.
about the girl. That person doesn't. You know what I mean? That's how they're gonna do it. They'll drive it
And then think
hard. They
about
don't care.
anybody that lived in the projects. How many people did you know that you went inside that house that it was pristine? Probably the older people, mid to older people, but not everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
When you have I noticed like when you have a cheaper space, and it's smaller. You know what I mean? The more
yeah,
people, first of all, the more people live in it. Like if you got 3 people living in a 2 bedroom out, and you got 6 people living in a 2 bedroom apartment, the likelihood of that being clean with that amount of traffic in it is like low. Like if you had a
yeah,
three
100%.
bedroom, 2 people in there, the traffic is less. It's kind of easier to keep it clean, the dishes and
Right,
clothes and blah blah blah.
right.
That's just a personal thing. But when
Yeah,
you think about rental properties, lease agreements, it's like a
man.
relationship.
Yes,
How
100%.
many relationships or people, if you look at the internet, um, they leave relationships clean.
Yep.
They meet a person and their person is amazing. They're going on dates, everything is fun. But when it's time to break up, they want to smash the windows out your car. They want to talk about you. And
What's the
it's the
number
same
one word?
thing.
You're a narcissist. That's the number one thing. You're a narcissist.
You know what I
They
mean?
say that all the time, man. It's crazy, man.
But this is so weird because self love and self care is trending.
Yeah, it
Taking
is.
care of yourself above anyone else is
Yeah.
very trendy. But then when you do that, you're called a
Mm-hmm.
narcissist. You
Yep.
prioritize yourself and your needs first. To the outside looking in, that person's a narcissist. They think
And
they
there
deserve
and
it.
there
They
are
think,
and there are be clear. We got to be clear. There are real narcissists out there, but
oh
putting
yeah,
people in that box that not narcissists. That's what we're talking about. There are people that say somebody narcissist just to get back at them to be spiteful. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
But
mean,
there are people out there that are real narcissists, though, for sure.
but what they're speaking to, the you know what I mean, the label that they're throwing out as an insult is just something maybe somebody
Yeah.
that was prioritizing their self and their peace, and now they're
Right.
dead. So you're going to be a good
Right.
guy if you put yourself. You'll be a bad guy if you put yourself above others, and then you're going to be a
Right.
doormat if you don't. So you got
Boy,
to figure
what do
out
you do?
your life to what you're
Yeah.
going to do.
You got to
But
pick one and roll with it. You got to roll with the pros and cons. It's gonna be pros and cons either way. You want to be a dope man, or you want to be the MVP. It's one of the two. You got to pick one. And
exactly.
then before we get off of this, we talk about rental properties too. Is if you don't understand all the maintenance of a house, don't get into rental properties. If you don't understand like where does the HVAC drain out at? Is that properly drained out? Um, how did they run the pipes in the house? Did they run PEX or did they run plumbing or did they run copper? If you don't understand that, don't get a house. Is the plumbing under the slab? How is the plumbing? I've seen people get rental houses and the plumbing under the slab is messed up. Guess what? You gotta, so you're gonna have to pay somebody to jackhammer the slab up where the plumbing is to fix that. Then they gotta reconcrete it. And then they gotta do that right. If you don't want to do that, don't go into rental properties. You know what I'm saying?
But
What's
you
the
know what I mean.
attic look like?
We're not trying to discourage anybody.
No,
There's
no.
management companies and home warranties and stuff like that that can protect you on that. But knowledge, you can't be having that
This is
knowledge.
before you get to home warranty, before you buy the house. That's what I'm saying. Like, look
Oh
at
yeah,
the house before you buy the house. Don't just buy it because they say it's $60,000. And then you go over there and it's a house over there on Oak Street. You know what I'm saying? Then you realize, man, it's more than what you thought it was. You kind of got deep in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So, all right, the pick one: Tongue Po or Bull Hurley. Tongue Po from Kickboxer, the younger kids out there. That's from Kickboxer. And Bull Hurley is from Over the Top. Was Sylvester Stallone.
Bull was definitely funnier. Tom Poe was like very menacing,
Man,
crazy with the
Tom
glass
Poe
on the
crazy.
gloves and stuff like that.
Man, he
definitely
kicking
go
the post, concrete column post. Woo!
paralyzed that man. This dude. So I'm definitely going with Tom
brother,
Poe.
I just told you, brother, don't do it. That's when he was brother speaking English, Van Damme. Don't do it. Don't do it. I like Hurley though, man. He was like, I know we don't like stereotypes, but if you had the stereotype, a truck driver that go around arm wrestling people, he had the mustache. I mean, he played that part, man, with the cut off T-shirt.
Yeah.
You go into any truck stop, man, you might see a dude like that. Not that much no more, but not because everybody getting in the trucking now, but back in the 80s and 90s, though, that's kind of how the truck drivers look, man. It's like in real life. Do you think dude would have beat him in real life and that would have happened in real life? The size difference and stuff, man. With Sylvester Stallone and Bull Hurley, there's no way he would have beat him in real life. When they even put the leather where you couldn't pull your arm back,
Yeah, the
man, he
strap.
would have broke dude arm, man. He would have broke dude arm, man. Without no question, man. Yeah, all right, man. So what you think? They popping fireworks out there where you at, man?
Not yet. But they're gonna be popping
That's
them
what
all
they've been
week.
doing. Man, they already popping out here, bro. Without question. Popping them things, man. So, last pick one. I think this is the last one. Yeah, last pick one. Paul Bearer or Mr. Fuji? Paul Bearer was the manager of The Undertaker. And Mr. Fuji. Sumla! Mr. Fuji!
This food was
The
funny,
manager
but
of Yokozuna. He used to wrestle too. I didn't know Mr. Fuji used to wrestle too.
oh,
Yeah,
I
he used to
didn't know
wrestle
that.
too. He
Yeah.
looked like Bobby Lee though, the comedian Bobby Lee when he used to wrestle though. I was like, is that Bobby Lee? He's like,
But Paul Bearer was just a interesting character, man. It's like,
yeah,
man,
he was.
it's just like, man, with the little double chin, man, with the little neck part, man. It's just crazy. It was to see him.
He had that voice,
regular-
Undertaker. He's coming to get you, Undertaker. But he was bringing Kane in. I got a secret for you. It was one time when Undertaker got mad. When they used to light up that tissue and throw it on his face, he used to do that with the Paul Bearer because he was so. They used to be crazy, man. He was a unique dude. Mr. Fuji, though. If anybody can slam Yokozuna, we will greet you with this. When Lex Luger came, how they set that up, man. I hate Lex Luger to get big, man. I thought, man, dude had next to The Rock, man, he probably had one of the top physique, man. Next to Ultimate Warrior, but it seemed like it fit him better. Ultimate Warrior was just unreal. I mean, it was like comic book unreal, but when he slammed Yokozuna, I was like, man, I don't know how his back and that stuff.
But the WWE is so crazy. Like, dude was Samoan. Yeah. They had him acting like a Japanese person, bro. That's
talking about stereotypes, right? What do we do? We got to get this guy big. I mean, he got too much talent.
It's like, man, they come in there. Hey, Mike, you're gonna be Filipino. Like, well, I don't think I should do that, man.
They make me Samoan. They say Samoa Joe gonna be your manager. Grow your hair out. He gets some tattoos.
We'll put like this fake
tribal tattoos.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's like I think that's the equivalent of blackface. No, it's all good. You just do it, man. And you will get all the backlash.
If you didn't know though, you would have thought that he looked Japanese. If you didn't know, I think the only thing maybe his eyebrows though didn't give it the kind of. But he played it off though. He played that part off though. Undertaker, that was it. That fit him, man. Like it's just when you like that though, you can't even walk around at all. When you like the Undertaker though, everybody. I mean, you can't even blend in, man, at all, man. But
Well,
They say
some
Yokozuna can play
people
basketball
big.
too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
6'6" and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's
And like
16.
Kevin
When he's
Nash was
16,
like, something like
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah,
it's
7
like
feet.
16, and like, man, it's crazy to be,
Man.
that tall anyway. You know what I mean? And then be that big. And
But you can't
then
be regular.
they try to hire shorter referees. Like, then we think the referees like normal people, but that's a 5'5" man. So
Yeah.
they make the wrestlers, like, if he's 7 foot, they make him look super big.
Yeah.
Like, you got to
Who do
think
you
Big
think-
Show or the Giant, man, with hands like that, man, it's just crazy. Just trying to live a
Who
regular
do you think
life.
had the better, like, that resonated with the crowd when they first walked out? Would it be like Bill Goldberg, or I'm trying to think in the WWE who had something crazy when they walked out? Bill Goldberg was different though. He wasn't really.
But I
kinda
think
the
like Goldberg,
no-nonsense.
like he just like they just watched him like do his thing. You know what I mean? Like when DX came out, like they really
Oh, man.
really
Yeah.
hyped the crowd up. They come out
Boy.
out deep, and they got everybody trying to suck it. But everybody.
Oh,
like,
Bill Goldberg or the Game? Who you think had that really hit the crowd when they came out? The Game, Triple H trips do the water, blow the water up in there. Bill Goldberg sitting the sparks. I think the music Bill Goldberg though, how he coming out like he was in the
Yeah.
army or something. Dude, walk out with the arm and people behind him and stuff.
the state troopers or whatever, and
He didn't have nothing elaborate, just the black on, man.
standing the fireworks and stuff like that.
He sold his moves too. Bill Goldberg sold his moves too. Like when he get ready to jackhammer somebody, he go, ah, then he spit off to the side like he finna get ready. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Shawn Michaels.
And then
Go ahead.
I think Bill Goldberg hurt Bret Hart, like kicked him in the eye, like one of them kicks or something. And then Bret Hart don't like him for because of that.
Man, he don't like anybody. Dude don't like anybody.
He
Man.
dropped knees on his head, and I was like, man. But picking
When he
people
pushed
up-
down Vince McMahon, that's when he was on steroids too. And he knocked down Vince McMahon, got out the ring, said, "I don't want nothing to do with this dude right now." It was a Montreal screw job when he got mad at Vince, and he pushed him down. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you screwing me up. Get that. Vince was like, man, get out this ring, man. And this one, Vince was jacked. I mean, he was jacked, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And thinking about but it's July now. I was thinking, man, if Goldust would have came out around this time, bro, dude probably would be so big. He'd be bigger than life, man.
Yeah.
If he came out now, he was before his time, man. But if he'd have came out now, man. But yeah.
But then his brother came out. He was Stardust for a little minute.
Cody?
Yeah.
Cody was Stardust?
But he won't claim
man.
it though. He's like, I don't know whoever that guy was.
He don't want to claim it because he wasn't big, but if everybody was bigging it up, he's like, yeah, I was Stardust. Everybody do that.
He's like, I
kind
don't know who that guy was, but he was a good wrestler.
That's funny. But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th, man. Pop them fireworks, man. Be safe out there.
Yeah,
Be
I
sure to
wanna
check us
see-
out on Thursdays. Be sure to check out the sports during the week. We got to try to do some reaction videos when we get time. Been pretty tough. But thanks for subscribing to all the platforms. Thanks for watching. Anything you want to say before we get up out of this thing, bro?
No, I don't want to see none of y'all in the ER missing fingers.
Boy, was it Jason Pierre-Paul? Did he lose like 3 or something like that?
Messing around with some fireworks. You a millionaire, sir.
Messing around with some fireworks. He probably bought the ones you ain't supposed to get, man.
Straight
What
from,
is it, M60,
straight from China.
artillery shells, man. This is like, boy, this gonna hit so hard, boy. You gonna think you in a war or something, man. He out there playing around. But all right, guys, we signing out. Thanks for watching.
Blake, ready to die.
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Protect